Alright, Pisces, as promised, I told you guys I would do another video for you because the last one, I liked the last one. I know it wasn't for everybody. And I also said there was a lot more we needed to talk about. I hope I'm not echoing. Once again, I'm back in my parents' spare bedroom. And I'm going to talk about everything that I saw yesterday that really stood out to me and everything that, like, why I'm here today. I did mention probably about 2-3 months ago that I would have to come back. This is not for her second knee surgery. That hasn't even happened yet. I'll have to come back again for that. But I had to come back now because she had an ablation done on her heart today. In fact, about an hour and a half ago. She's not back yet. She's still gone, and I'm here helping watch my grandma. So anyway, I was having her kind of explain to me, like, what is even an ablation on your heart? I didn't know. Some of you may know what an ablation is on the heart. Basically, I think they go through your groin, through your artery, your femoral artery, if I have that right. And they go all the way from down there, which is brilliant, all the way up into the heart, and they try to find kind of what's going on in the heart and burn it, I think. You can get several ablations. She met a lady who had 4. It seems pretty crazy to me. Like, who even came up with that surgery? I don't know, but she's had heart issues for a long time. She has a mitral valve prolapse or something, you know. So bless her heart. She's just been through the most this year. You know, I don't know how she does it, but and then a couple of months from now, she's gonna have her second knee surgery. It's just been through the ringer. So yeah, here we are again. I like recording in this room. I like the lighting a lot better, but if I don't look my best or my usual self, like, you know, like I'm going to a funeral, it's for that reason here. I mean, we ain't going to no funeral anytime soon, I'll tell you that. I mean, we're gonna speak that out. Yeah, the hair's gone wild. Look at that. I have this like ball right here, you know, when you sleep on it and it just won't go down because you're cowlicked. It's because I didn't have any of my shampoo or anything. I didn't know what they were going to do. I thought this was just a little procedure until I talked to her. I had no freaking clue. They got to put you asleep, and I mean, obviously, but go through your groin, and you can't lift anything for 5 days or something, anything over 5 pounds. So yeah. Then yesterday, I told you guys that I was seeing a lot. There was a lot of just things that really stood out to me on the way taking my daughter to the doctor. And I'm like, damn, I passed a truck, which I found really odd, that was on the side of it and the back of it had Life Flight. And I thought, well, what the hell is a Life Flight truck gonna do? Usually Life Flight is dire situations, right? And you gotta fly them places. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm asking, have you guys ever seen a truck that's Life Flight? And then I thought, well, maybe it's just delivering supplies, but to who? That's not going to go as fast as a plane. I don't know, it was just really weird. So that stood out to me. And then right at the red light, the Life Flight ended up being behind, like directly behind me, got behind me, and right in front of me, I was like sandwiched in between this Life Flight truck at this point and a freaking van, like a bluish gray van that said pilot, and it said emergency. And I'm like, okay, is something about to happen? Is something going on and the government's just not telling anybody? Allegedly, it's just look. I was just noticing the signs and I had this like really weird vibe, and there was something else that happened, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Like, either something big is about to happen, is already taking place, and we just don't know about it. And I don't have a timeline here. I don't know. It's just things that really I found odd. Oh, my ear is ringing. Somebody definitely stepped in here. Wow. Okay. Calm it down. Wow, that is really loud. Thank you. So I don't know what message we're going to get. I have no clue. I feel like the truck and the pilot emergency, that's for something else. It feels worldwide, or at least it's going to affect America. Maybe even a great portion of a specific state. Something's about to fucking happen for sure. And the reason I can say that is not, oh, I have all these amazing gifts. Like, I'm just a regular person, guys. I'm just like everybody else. I never know. I never know for certain. It's just certain things stand out to me and they end up freaking happening. This has happened to me since I was a kid. the reason I can tell you something's going to happen is because one of the nearest things that's happened was a couple of years ago. I had passed this Barbie toy on the side of the road. It was actually at a stop sign, and I did a video on here, and it was jacked up. It looked like somebody had taken that toy and thrown it out of their car. And the Barbie toy was a plane, and I ain't never seen no damn plane for a Barbie. It looked like a plane that you stick. It had like, it was a small plane though. It looked like a 2 or 3 seater, and the seatbelt was broken on one, and the door that closed over the little airplane. You know, you have Barbie cars. It was like that, but a plane. You guys remember that? Y'all been with me a while. Some of you have seen. You remember that video? And then within 2 days later, there was a plane crash of a small plane, and I'm pretty sure everybody died. So yeah, I mean, there's that type shit, but that's happened to me since I was a kid. That's what I do videos on. So when I get some stuff that really stands out to me, I just don't know what this is, because this one I can't get specific. I don't know. It just didn't make sense to me, but I paid attention to it, and then with my ear doing that, I don't know. Something that's going to require like some sort of backup or some sort of emergency. Anyway, let's get into the message. I'm babbling like a babbling brook, darling. So I'm going to base this message off of heart, because my mom, and the fact that they have to go through a completely different area to get to the heart. I'm gonna go out on a limb and tell you what I'm getting intuitively here, instinctively. Again, please remember, this is not everybody's message. It may not be for a Pisces, could be for the cross watcher, it could be for somebody on the outside of you. Someone here needs to tone down the sexualness of something. Meaning, have you ever had somebody that's too sexual? And there's a big difference in sensual and sexual. Now, if you look up the definition of sensual, not necessarily, they try to throw it in there, but that's not true. You can be sensual and not have any sexual tone to it. This is very sexual, and the reason I say that is because they have to go through the groin to go through an artery to get to the heart for this procedure. An artery is a big deal. It's a big deal. So whatever somebody's doing, however they're coming off, their nature, it's coming off very sexual to an individual who they're needing, they're more attracted to, they're more enticed by someone who appeals to their heart, not their genitals. So I feel like something is a turnoff here. Either someone or something, and this could have happened in the past, guys. It doesn't have to be present, but I'm picking up on it. Somebody here is turning an individual off, because every time they speak, or every time, I don't know, however this goes, there's always a sexual nature to it. Like it's translated to another person as red flag, as okay, I can see that this isn't what I want. Like, this is an individual who knows exactly what they want. I would say this is you, if this resonates. You know exactly what you want, and you don't, I mean, you may have even had your fair share of sex back in the day, whatever that means. You could have been in a long-term relationship, and so you had sex a lot. I don't know. Somebody here is not a sexual person. They could even be asexual. Is that what it's called?
Asexual, a term used to describe someone who does not experience sexual attraction toward individuals of any gender.
That's me, bitch. That's me. I just don't. That doesn't mean that I'm not physically attracted to people, but I'm just not sexually attracted to people. Like, I never look at somebody and I'm like, oh my god, I would love to fuck this person. I would love them to be inside of me. I would love them to skeet up in my little hole. Like, no. I just don't. Like, I don't know if it's my age. I don't know if I'm going through perimenopause, or I'm just sexed out. Like, it grosses me the fuck out. If you don't have character, if you don't have fucking brains, if you don't have a personality, and you don't have passion in life, you don't know what you want to do, you don't, if you're a conformist in any way, if all you care about is lust, like, cool, that's for you, but like, I am not with that lifestyle. Like, that's not me. Again, doesn't mean I haven't had my days and been wild myself, and that I have kids, of course I have, but it's just not who I am now, and I'm just not into that. So that's what I'm picking up here. Somebody here, if they feel at all that someone Okay, let's say, let me turn it a little. Maybe someone hasn't been sexual at all. Maybe someone's just tried to hit on somebody or let them know they're available. Maybe someone isn't coming from that angle. Maybe an individual hasn't. Someone here could just want to be single. They just want to be single, and they know that when you pursue relationships, people are going to want to have sex. So somebody's not ready. Someone is not ready for sex here. They're not ready. They want someone to touch their heart, to reach their heart, and it's probably not easy to get to this person's heart. It's just not. This isn't someone who's just putting it out there for everybody. You're not putting it out there for everybody. If this isn't you, this is the other person. This is an individual who, they want love, genuine love. They think beyond the physical flesh, the human form. This is somebody who it's very important that someone loves them for who they are, not how they can perform, or not their, groin or whatever. They want someone who makes big moves. I mean, an artery is a pretty serious thing, right? An artery is a fucking serious thing. You can fuck somebody up that way. And so someone here ain't trying to die. They're not trying to get hurt. They may even feel like they got, I don't know, love is on their last nerve. Like they don't just have the energy for that type of shit anymore. And maybe they don't want to even be in a relationship because they know that sex comes with it. Like, I've been thinking about this lately. I'm like, by the way, the air cut on, so I hope that's not too loud. Thank God it did, though, because I can't fucking breathe up in this bitch. Many, many, many centuries ago, what the fuck did we do? We're spoiled these days. People think, oh, well, they aren't giving me what it takes to be in a relationship. We're not having sex. And it's like, no, we're fucking spoiled today. We're spoiled in our society. And then, it's all about, yeah, let's fucking do this. Like, no, I'm not for that shit. And let me tell you why. It's unnatural. And it's setting relationships up for failure. It's setting what real love was meant to be up for fucking failure. Because centuries and centuries and centuries ago, people were out there hunting. See, we didn't have refrigerators and shit. And we didn't have leftover containers and saran wrap and foil and all that. So we had to hunt daily, all day long. And we had to prepare that food all day long and cook it properly and go find our water and then distill our water and fix our water so we didn't fucking die from parasites and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then we had to do that every day, all day. And then we had to sharpen our tools every day, or often. I mean, we were busy. We didn't have time to fuck each other. We didn't have sex because, and so people out there all day, like, how many times a week you get it? Bitch, my soul is way back when. I'm living in this time, but my soul is way the fuck back when. I'm trying to think about other things. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to sit here and think about how to get these parasites out of this food. Like, my soul is in the wrong fucking ass lifetime. I did a video yesterday or the day before about I just don't fit in, and I never will. I will never fit in, and I've tried, okay? I have tried to be a conformist. I've tried to be normal, whatever that is. I have fucking tried to be like the rest of society. I can't. This is why I don't go to high school reunions, because I didn't get them in high school. Why the fuck? I'm not going to get them now. Like, I don't get people. I mean, I get some people that are like me, that we aren't like anyone, We make no sense. Yeah, I get those type of people. I get the people who don't make sense to most. They make sense to me. I like their ability to just kind of trailblaze and be their own person, That's me. I don't get it. That's why there's so many fucking divorces. That's why I don't even like relationships, because for the most part, because they don't make sense to me. Why? You see anybody being together and truly loving each other without getting laid? Without getting something out of it? No, it's business contracts. That's what it is. And as soon as it's not beneficial, then they don't get anything out of it. What about centuries ago when we didn't have the fucking luxuries of shit that we have today? And then you have people say, well, that's then and this is now. And it's like, that's why the fucking divorce rate is so high. And that's why people are having affairs on each other. And that's why love is not fucking real now, because of this shit. No, I don't know anything. I'm not in a relationship, and happily so. But if I ever think about doing it again, it would have to be someone who's an old soul like me, who sees it that way, because it just wouldn't work out. You know what I mean? All I want to know is that true love exists. I don't want a business contract. I can do that shit on my own. Why would I need another person to accomplish that? So that's this person, or that is you. If this message, you totally get me on that level, well, I get you. And you've got another person who's thinking like, oh, did I fuck up? Did I do something to turn them off? Are they not into me? Are they not into me anymore? Just depending on the level. Like, did they not want me? Maybe it's not a personal thing. Maybe it's not that you don't want someone. You just don't want that type of life. You don't want to be like you used to be before. You don't want to be like the rest of society. You're turned off. You're turned off. You want somebody who has fucking substance, something that's sustainable, something that matters. It's like, why? It matters. It means something. And there is love here. And it's like, really? I mean, like, some of you actually have a person. This isn't for everybody, but, ooh, I'm getting heartburn out of nowhere. Somebody's got some fucking heartburn from hell. Ooh, could just be because they're working on my mom right now. Maybe I'm feeling her. We're, like, super connected. You'd never know that I was adopted because I'm, like, connected to my mom. Like, I can sense all her shit. She can sense mine. Anyway, I just got heartburn out of fucking nowhere. It could also just be symbolic of somebody. It hurts them. Like, it's hurting somebody because they want something specific with an individual, and that individual is, they see love as something specific, and this person is wanting what they think is love, and that's very specific, and it's just not gonna. I feel like there's people on two different pages here, and the person who wants someone so intensely, and they may even think that they're in love with them, is they're sad because they're like, damn, you know, do you not want me? Do you not want me anymore? Are you not attracted to me? Do you not want me at all? Are you not attracted? Is that what it is? Like, what is it? You know, and it's like, no, it's not that. Maybe it's that. For some of you it is that. But I don't think that's it. Some of you do want love, but you want love. Real love. You're in a different time, you know. You're in a very different time. We are in a different time, like, you know. And when we tried to conform, when we tried to love the way that life has made love appear to be, it didn't work out, did it? Because it's not fucking love. These are business contracts. And I'm not saying everybody, because some people got that shit figured out. It's really interesting. It works for them. That's why I said we didn't all come here to do the same thing. You know, I feel like time travel is real, but it has to do with it's not like we teleport somewhere. I mean, some people will say they do. Do they? I don't know. That's for them. Maybe they do. But I think time travel is real. I think it means our souls have come from a different lifetime, or maybe several, and then we're just here and we're like, what in the actual fuck? But see, we don't know it right away, so we try to do the things and adapt with society, but we never do, and it doesn't work out, and it's always usually really fucked up. And that's because, well, we are actually something very different, and we're just trying to kind of blend in and camouflage with the rest of society, but it is like a death sentence, really. It's fucked in every single way. I am going to post this. I've been sitting here in my mind, you know. It's interesting how I can think and talk at the same time. I don't know if you guys can pick up on that, but if you're ADD like myself, can you do that? You probably do. Or you can have like a whole conversation in your head, or you have thoughts going in there and you're talking at the same time. So what I've been thinking is, am I going to post this shit? Because, you know, I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to post it because this is fucking real. I'm being authentic. This is how I see it. Now, I'm open to receive other ways of seeing it. That doesn't mean I'm going to change what I know love to be. We're spoiled today, and people are too sexual. It's thrown and rubbed in our faces. Everybody wants it, like, you know, or it's like, well, we're in love, so this means we have to do it. That's why I want to, because I love you. And it's like, really? That's your reasoning? That's why you want to stick your wanker in me? That's why you want to scissor me? That's why you want to stick your fingers in me and then lick them afterwards? Like, hey, I'm into that kind of shit, but like, I don't want that to be the number one. And if you come at me like that, you're going to turn me off. Or if you don't come at me like that at all, but I can sense that from you, or even if I don't sense that from you, but I just know the majority of society thinks, hey, when I love somebody, we get together and it's love, right? So we got to fuck each other. What if I don't want that? What if I don't want that? And this is actually really appropriate because it's coming out at a time that there's actually a new STD on the market. Did you know that? I was just hearing about that yesterday. That there's been a discovery of a new STD or something. There are people saying that it's similar to ringworm. I don't know. I literally just heard about it. So And then you got people who will be like, yeah, but if you're monogamous, I'm talking about when two people love each other, this is what they do. And it's like, is it though? Like, why does it have to be that way? What if two people can be madly in love and be partners and not get married? What if two people can be in love, madly in love, and they're meant for each other, whatever that means? And it means its own thing. Like, you can't even Google it because it means its own fucking thing. It's personally crafted for them, you know, and that means they don't have to have sex with each other, or hardly ever, or ever. They don't have to have children with each other. In fact, I think I should do a video on this. Maybe I shouldn't mention this here. I think I'm gonna do a video on it. I can go a whole nother fucking route with that. I mean, I could spend a whole hour on your message because I got a whole ass thing I want to talk about. And people are probably gonna be like, what? What do you mean by that? But it's like, you can't say that I don't fucking know because I've done all these things. This isn't me being judgmental. This isn't me talking out of my ass. I've literally did so many things and adapted with society. Well, I thought I was, but I was conforming. I thought it was me. And it ain't never been me because look at what happens. And then people will be like, well, that just wasn't the one. And it's like, nope, wrong. Wrong. I am very different. Not that I really want to be, or I mean, I guess I'm cool with it now. I kind of like it now. But before, I used to hate that shit, you know, because it always felt like I was behind and always just, you know, but no, I'm not. I'm just me. I don't see why we have to go legally marry somebody. Why? When did we start doing that? What about in like centuries ago when that wasn't even a thing? Many, many, many moons ago. Oh, I can get deep on this. In fact, I really want to right now, but I'm like biting my tongue because it's just, it would take me, I would be on this video forever. But yeah, anyway, so somebody here needs to tone down being too sexual. Or if they haven't done anything like that, it's just, maybe someone's genuine, but you got another person here who's like, well, I've pulled back, or I quit talking to you in general, or I just don't say anything at all because I'm assuming that you're going to want sex with me, or I'm assuming that you're gonna want to get married and shit like that, and that's just not where I'm at in my life, and probably won't be there ever again. So you know what I'm saying? Like, why when we love something we have to trap it? Why when we love something we have to fuck it? Why? What if my soul is married to you? What if my soul is in love with you? Isn't that enough? Isn't that everything? What if I know you're my person and that's everything to me? Well, that's not good enough for today's society. You gotta fuck it, you gotta trap it, you gotta prove it, and you gotta constantly do it. And then you gotta let everybody else know too, constantly. It's crazy to me. I did every bit of it and it didn't work out. It was awful. Every time I did it. And so I'm just like, my God, like what is, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure this life out, really, honestly. It feels like hell, or something similar to what it probably will be like, or is, or I don't fucking know. But it's not real fun. It's interesting and beautiful and it's a lot of things here on this planet, but I feel like we're fucking it up here. I feel like we're fucking it up. I feel like we've gotten it twisted, and I feel like we're all a bunch of brainwashed programs walking around. That's what I feel, and I'm trying to get back to myself. And so in that, I've got to change certain things. I've got to stop. So I'm stopping the fucking. I'm stopping the dating. I'm stopping the marrying. I'm stopping the having kids. Not doing it anymore. Don't matter how in love with somebody I am now. If other people do that, does that mean they're wrong? That's not for me. It's none of my fucking business. I don't know. It just don't make sense to me no more. But maybe some people came here to do those things. Maybe. I believe some did. But that just ain't my story. You know what I mean? It's just not my fucking story. And I'm cool with that. In fact, it feels comfortable to me. Like, all right, there we go. Yeah, this is great. You know, not like I'm trying, like I'm constantly, oh, I'm behind, or what? Where's my love? And I don't fucking need a love. I am my love. I am the love I'm looking for. So I don't feel without. But I'm also open that maybe there's a human too. But what will that look like? Does that mean we get married? Does that mean we live? Uh-oh, somebody don't want me talking. Does that mean we live together? Does that mean we get pregnant? Does that mean we, I don't think so. Does that mean we ever meet? Does that mean we ever get together? Does that mean we ever get back together? Whoever the fuck it is? No. I don't know what it means at this point, and I don't fucking have to. You know what I mean? Does it mean that I can't be quiet when I want to and pull away? Oh, am I running? Am I non-committal? Am I ghosting? Sorry, I get passionate. I'm going to go now. I like this message. It feels really good. In fact, what are they doing? They're doing the procedure to help her. This is helping me. This is helping you. What you're doing is helping you. It's called discovering your own identity, your own wants. It's going to piss some people off. It's going to hurt them. They're going to get their feelings. And then they may even try to bring you down because they're feeling down because they can't control your wants and wishes and desires. But I feel like you're not on the same page with people here, or the majority of society. It's not because you're better. It's not because I'm better. It's because you've been there, done that shit, and it didn't work out. And it's just, you realized it wasn't for you. It's like, oh, I really, really, really want to try whatever the fuck it is you want to try. Like me, it was bungee jumping. What did I do? I bungee jumped, and I'll never do that shit again. Because I was like, ugh, this is fucking awful. What the fuck am I thinking, right? I did shark diving. I have a whole ass video of shark diving here on YouTube. I don't regret it, but I wouldn't do it again. But I would rather do that than bungee jump. But I still probably wouldn't, especially now with them sharks. You know what I'm saying? You see them sharks? So people might talk. People might complain. A person might talk. A person might complain. Be ready for some, like, I don't know, somebody to, you're going to get some type of friction here, I think. But it's just because they can't understand you. They can't define you. And it doesn't make sense. And then, or because they're hurt and they feel like it's a personal thing. Like, you don't like me, or is it me, or is it, you know? And it's like, look, if you needing your Gucci rubbed, if you're needing your dick throbbed, if you're needing it slobbed on your knob, or whatever the fuck you're needing, do it to yourself or go get it from somewhere else. Because I don't, there's no guarantees with me. I don't want a business contract. Damn. I feel like you've gone quiet on somebody is what I feel. I feel like you've gone quiet. And on someone who truly believes that you're the one, vice versa. But that don't mean, maybe you love this person. For some of you, you love them. If this is reversed, somebody went quiet on you, they love you. But they are very different now, I feel, than how they used to be in their life, or maybe even how they used to be with you if y'all have a history. But if y'all don't, they're very different than they used to be in life, and they're very different than the majority of society, if not reverse at all, and this is you. Somebody could be all outright like in love with someone and just it don't seem like that because they're quiet for one. They seem like very uninterested or they don't care at all. But that could actually be the furthest thing from the truth. But because it's not like society thinks love should be, it's like, oh, wrong. This is just a different breed. They're different. And they came here differently, but they didn't realize it until now. You came here differently. You didn't realize it till now. You had to try to do what the rest of the world was doing, and you thought you were supposed to because you saw it in your parents, because you saw it in your friends, because that's what the world is doing. That's what they're putting on the media in front of us and the movies and everything and the shows. So then you do it and you realize, why doesn't it work out for me every time? Well, because it doesn't have to be your truth. It's just part of the programming. It's like a subtle programming, you know? All right, I'm going to go. Thank you guys for being here with me. I didn't even write anything down. I didn't need to. Shit. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.